As soon as you get up into this hallway, you'll activate the fourth trap, which is spinning blades and sonic trap. This is the only trap that I actually like to pull mobs onto, just because there's a decent size group of mobs out there. As you can see, I've got about 5 or 6 of them charging at me now, and because the spinning blades really wreak havoc on them pretty quickly. If you can get them held or danced while they're in the blades, they'll just stand there taking damage. And the archers and the spellcasters actually will stand in there by their own choice while they try to cast at you. As you can see, there's a spirit caller there just standing on top of a blade that's killing him. And a couple of archers also. So if you can avoid standing on the blades, you can avoid taking any damage. There's also the sonic trap up on that second one. An interesting thing to note, if you disarm this trap without activating the sonic part there up in front of me, you will not disarm the sonic part. Even though the trap will be disarmed, the sonic part will activate later and will stay activated. So you always make sure you jump far enough forward to activate that sonic trap before you disarm it. In this part, if you can stay right in the middle, you can avoid pulling any of the mobs from the sides. There'll be 1 or 2 skulkers you might get, but you can avoid, a couple of sorceresses and another spirit caller and several pirates that all are hanging out just outside the right and left. So there's a couple of skulkers we got, and a pirate, but I think that should be all that we pull in this run. What is much easier than having to fight a couple of sorceresses, pulling in from each side. This is the second and last rest shrine in the instance, so if you still have SP left, you want to move forward and clear out the upper decks of the tower before you come back here and rest. There's still quite a few mobs that you can kill. You can avoid them if you think you don't have enough SP or desire for scrolls, but they're pretty easy to kill, and it makes things easier. Sorceress pull added from the left there, so we came back to finish her off. Down to the left and right, there's an optional that just grants bonus XP. There's no chest associated with it, so there's really no purpose in doing it. I mean, unless you really, really want some XP, I guess, at level 20. So we're pushing on past the shrines.
This door leads out to the very top of the tower. This must be the path the pirates took to invade the tower from their airship, the Crimson Moon.
Now that we're outside, there'll be an archer and pirates off to the right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump on him, and then we're going to walk right around this balcony and kill everything that we come across, and then we're going to walk upstairs to the next balcony and do the exact same thing. There's only 2 spellcasters between the 2 balconies, so it's not that dangerous.
The infamous Crimson Moon, flagship of Captain Tew's fleet, fills the sky with menace. If you could destroy the airship, then the pirates would be stranded in the tower.
So if you're worried about resources when you get to this part, you can invis you can rest down at the rest shrine, and you can come outside, you can invis everyone, and you can just run straight up to the door that's on the second balcony, which leads to the area for the end fight, and have one person go and pull a lever, which activates the cutscene and the final boss fight. I'm running around trying to pull all the mobs over to where we're fighting so we can get them all in the same dancing ball. So one person pulls the lever, everyone else runs into the door, and then you just avoid all the fights out here on the balcony. But they're just pirates and archers mostly, so it's pretty Pretty easy to just kill them all and hope for scrolls. One jerk archer standing back. A couple people totally out of SP, so they're gonna run back and shrine before we go upstairs and kill the last couple of mobs. Gonna stealth ahead and just pull that lever so that we don't have to worry about it when everyone gets up here. We got about a 66 hide and move silent, so you can just walk kind of right past everything here. You can pull this lever without aggroing anything, without aggroing that closest pirate. So you have to pull this lever to activate the end fight. It sends a fire elemental off to go sink the Crimson Moon. It's also a good idea to do that when people aren't running about in random directions, because you will get your screen whited out for a moment as the ship explodes. It's actually a pretty cool looking little cutscene. If you do this sometime, you can go and just watch it. You can see the whole airship get sunk and explode. There it goes. We got the first of the pirates here. There will be a sorceress and a spirit caller upstairs. You can pull them separately, or you can rush forward and kill them both at the same time. They're the only spellcasters here. As usual, jump them first. If you can get an irresistible dance on them, they go down real fast. She is getting healed and throwing out horrid wiltings. Way too much foot pain on that one sorceress. We've got Spirit Caller, he's blind, that ought to stop him from healing other things. Casting, accurate spells. Oh, he's dead. We can finally turn back to this last pirate. Treasure bag. Nice. One more out on this side, and there should be maybe another two by the door to go upstairs.
Hallway leads into the tower's uppermost chamber.
So we'll kill this guy, and the next fight will be the boss. And before we fight him, we'll send the cleric down to rest at the shrine. In this last part, you can pull the boss out from the next room and fight him here in this hallway. And that will let you avoid having to fight him at the same time as having to fight several pirates and possibly some water elementals. All you do You'll see me do it. You just go, you open a door, and you hit him with anything without ever stepping into the room, and you won't spawn any of the other mobs. However, after you kill him, you will still have to kill 5 pirates and 2 water elementals, so make sure you don't use up all of your SP just killing the boss. You shouldn't have to, he's not overly difficult, but he can hit kind of hard. He does cleaves, and he is kind of 3-parted, actually.